Hola, ¿cómo está? Me llamo Margarito. Yes, Heoka. Welcome to my tube. We got Benzo here today. It's just kind of weird day, man. I think. I don't know, it's weird to me. I'm cold, though. I'm just cold. Most of my days are spent doing the same thing, so when things get out of whack, then I just say it's a weird day. And they're extra out of wacky today, because it's cold. It's probably about 55 degrees in here, man. If I walked into somebody's regular house, I'd probably have to strip down to the skivvies, because, 68, 70, I'd start sweating. But, people rely so much on freaking creature comforts like heat and water, running water, They really have spoiled themselves, I tell ya. I've been made to be brought down to earth last few years, man. I moved out here, freaking 12 years of IT experience, help desk experience. I could, worked at all these prestigious places, and then freaking people's personal preferences really started coming about, people getting positions of authority, and they just pick and choose. And shoot, the jobs I positioned for, they are, everybody knows everybody, so it already went to somebody. I don't even know why they wasted my time, because they already designate jobs. People already have people in mind. I wish freaking somebody would have me in mind, because I'm very capable in a lot of ways. And man, God, I sure would like to be able to buy more stuff, like, a moving truck rental or a trailer to get me back down to Reading, man, and a freaking first and last, or freaking first down payment or something, man, because shoot, I ain't gonna be able to do it alone. I look at connections, human relations, just like an electricity contact, Sometimes you got positive and negative, and you make a spark, a good connection. That's how ideas are created, come about, But I can't seem to freaking find people that want to freaking work with me in a like-minded way. And evidently, there's billions of people on this planet, so I think it's kind of weird. So I meet you meet somebody, and it's like, you find commonalities, and the more I see, like, the way I look at really popular things, I look at that as the lowest common denominator in life. A very good example of that would be politics, sports, or any freaking, you get a big old huge group of collective, and they're just looking at freaking people bashing each other. It ain't no different than the Roman times, man, only that was a lot more violent, but people are always real excited, but real so worried when somebody doesn't get off the ground, and these guys end up with freaking rattling their cage around so much, they ain't right in their head, and they get paid so much money, they ain't right in their head, and that's what we're having a collective out reveal of people that ain't right in their head, because they're freaking so much in the ego. People that live so much in their ego, their spirit has just been drowned and thwarted. It's just been covered up. It's been covered up like your freaking pineal gland with fluoride, man. Once you stop drinking that top water, things start seeming a little bit different. But heck, thank goodness the freaking corruption in most every city and state, the freaking city water ain't freaking clean enough to drink anyway. But all these people make six figures, people that don't follow the rules, that continually keep making up the rules just to cause problems for the majority of people, keep them distracted from realizing that if freaking, there's enough for everybody. There's enough for everybody. And I'm not just like talking like woo-woo shit. I mean, there literally is. There's only 362 million people in this country with a military budget of 782 billion now. Heck, we all could be millionaires. We all could be billionaires. But there's some people look at that as, well, that just would be crazy, because that would put them down at the same playing field as everybody else. I've worked in places where there's doctors and officers and a lot of egos. Egos that have gotten run rampant. And when it's that big, their self-will is just They get what they want, when they want. They show up when they want, They talk to people. You know, I knew one doctor in a radiology, it was not even a big deal. He read film. He would run in the doctor's lounge and frickin' blow his snot on the wall because somebody else cleaned it up. And then freaking every year when the residents, you know, the new group would come in and they would do their pony show and cater every day, you know, for weeks to get these, you know, rich people's kids. Nobody, I got to where I was in my military career and IT career because of me. And what happened is I moved into a place where nobody knew me and people just, in a time where people just go by looks and I don't feel like it, and my cousin needs a job or my nephew already has this position, or you know all that stuff, because it's all nepotism. Every job is nepotism. Every place hires because they want, it's all a popularity contest. It has nothing to do with frickin' credentials or college educations or how a resume's looked up. You know, I used to do these interviews. The freaking least someone and the people that get hired, it's because of who they know or what they know. I mean, not what they know. And now we get the world run by people that don't know things. You know, a bunch of rich kids that got old. You know, and they didn't share when they were kids. So why are they sharing now? And you know, was it that Einstein, you cannot solve a consciousness with the same, or you cannot solve a problem with the same consciousness that created it. And then I look around at the consciousness of this world and the people that run the society, and it is just mundane. We live in a mediocre C- student work world. And the cool part is that patriarchy is all dying away. And some good ideas are going to be able to come through. Yeah. Because ain't no control freak's going to be able to stand up, because the world needs freaking solutions. Needs solutions. Needs solutions in mental health. I got those. Needs solutions with freaking addiction and alcohol. You know, stuff. I got that. Freaking years and years experience going on. Yep. And a lot of other people do that haven't been able to have a voice because they weren't related to anybody. They didn't know anybody, you know. But the world is changing, and people are going to be able to get a better place and standing because of their merit and their integrity. Because look around. Look what's missing. Who can trust people? Who's trustworthy? People have just been wearing masks for so long. Just wearing a mask. Wearing a mask. And now what's happening, Benzo? All of the masks are falling down because people can't act like they care for so long. They can't, because they don't. Because when your ego is that big and people are free, I mean, this town what I live in, there's homeless people everywhere, but they would rather paint lines on the same streets, and people know which side to drive on, than build little communities or apartment complexes. And then right across the street, you know, they're spending an 80 plus, it was probably over 100 million on a cop shop. You know, for a bunch of egos. Feed the egos. If you feed the egos, they will fall in line and comply. But what people don't understand is you keep feeding the egos, the dark comes out, and the seedy comes out, and what they really do that you don't want to do, the good old boys club, it comes out. And that's what's happened with all this Epstein and stuff. That's the tip of the iceberg. People that are in the positions that they are, not one single one of them earned it. Not one single one. They've all been bought. They've all been paid for. And money ain't even real. Huh. Do you like my hat? This is my tag. Looks like a heart for me. When I was about 9, they came up with that. Because I get so excited. I'm always so excited, but I never will know what about. And then later in life, I come to find out it's Kundalini energy. Thought I'd maybe try and break the interwebs. I was thinking about when I was a little kid and I'd do the mirrors just right. Right. And then I would do the mirrors just right in the bathroom. And I would look. Can we break the internet? Where house is pointed? Did it earlier. There it is. And I would look, and then I'd freak myself out because I would think, you know, for every one of these, there is a different parallel universe or for a possibility of a reality. But it scared me because I thought a Ooga Booga would come leaping through like hurdles. So I'd slam the mirror shut because maybe come running around the corner or something, you know. That's how my imagination worked when I was a little kid. That's how I feel about like it today. For every single possible reality, there's a different outcome. And people can put their ego into it or their spirit into it. And how it turns out, well, that just shows you that more people are in ego or in spirit. And right now we live in a world where more people are in ego. So that's why things feel like everything is imploding and falling down and so gross and whatnot. But you gotta clear out that ego to get to spirit. So ego deflation season is coming. Welcome to 2020. Year of clear vision. Yeah. I just like playing around with stuff. Always have. People, tell you, oh, it only works this way. And I'm like, but I could use that for this, that, this, and that. I'm an engineer. I'm an esoteric Sherlock. I'm always trying to make things better and better, and thank goodness this world is kind of the way it is, because it's given me an opportunity to come up with all kinds of ideas. So anyway, that's about all I got for now. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.